Doug Walker. You're watching The Crazy House, Crazy McKormik.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Crazy House. I am Crazy McKormik. Ignore the shirt. I'm just saying. Um, Dude, what the hell happened this week? Like, what? That's literally all I can think. Like, all this week, just everything has happened. All the things have fucking happened, and I have absolutely no idea what the hell. Oh God, it's just been so fucking juicy. It's just been like the whole internet, like the whole Juggalo internet has been on fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that I know, whether they're in the influencer business or not in the influencer business, the Juggalo internet has basically caught on absolute dumpster fire. And like I haven't seen shit like this go on. My audio sounds a bit rough. Well, I mean, I'm excited and I'm fucking hollering and whatnot. So let me take a look and see if there is something that I can do to fix that. Okay, so let me see. I'll bring this down because like I've been like, see, look, people are saying it's good on their end. Maybe it is just you. You know, you might have a little bit of water in your fucking speaker. I don't know. But holy shit. Oh my God. So anyways, yeah, like what up Swill, what up 89, what up Dragon Slayer? Let's see, who else do we have up in there? Bizarre 17 is up in this bitch. Unnerving Brain. And dude, like anybody who's anybody that I know in this circle has been talking about this crazy ass week. People that I know that aren't involved in the Juggalo influencer shit. What you know, like whether it's like the people who are spamily or the people who are running spamily, whether it's Deck One Dealt, Humble Among, like everybody's got their fucking shit. Like hell, look at this shit. It even fucking got Kyle Driver to. I'm sure Kyle Driver you need to come up with you need to bring back your show so you can fucking talk about it. Hatchet Reviews has come out of the fucking depths of the Nether Void to fucking get up in on this. I even got messages from fucking Stonehenge, who has actually said that he wants to fucking see what's going on. And I will get into that, but we have to get into the news first, okay? And there is quite a bit of news that, like, because we got gathering shit, we have to fucking go through the stupid ass fucking news, and then we'll start talking about the fuckery uh, that has been going on. So here we go. First and foremost, they announced yet again the Miss Juggalette pageant. I actually saw it last year for the first time, and I was not intrigued at all by anything that I fucking saw. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just me. You know, like personally, like it's weird because as much as I hate Rachel Paul, I think that she did pretty well for how she did stuff with the Miss Juggalette pageant. But ever since she fucking lost her mind and went crazy because Jump Steady fucking broke up with her, the Miss Juggalette pageant's back to where it was in the past. And apparently it's not like they tell you in the fucking package deal, like it's supposed to be based on personality, bikini contest, and talent. And I saw barely any of that last year. I mean, like I saw mostly, you know, like the chick who won, and I'm pretty sure she might have an okay personality. I don't know Juggalette Barbie over here personally, but like stripping naked and fucking doing a fucking stripper dance on stage. I don't know if you can consider that talent, but that's just myself. I honestly was expecting a little bit more. You know, but to each his own, I guess. If that's what you want, then that's what you're gonna fucking get, whether it be that or, you know, whatever. Me personally, I feel like the talented one, um, I feel like the most talented one was actually that Ivy chick, Too Sweet. She was rapping while riding a unicycle, and if that's not jug shit, I don't know what the fuck is. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure you got, you know, like you got to find out what date that's going to happen. First prize winner is going to get like this fucking, you know, another one of these plaques, the crown, the whole fucking nine. Me personally, like I'm just like, you know what? I'm a pass. Okay, because like over the years I've actually grown like a little bit of a different taste in women, and sluts is not one of them. And that's where a vast majority of the fun. Like, if you want to see that shit, I prefer you go to the T-shirt contest because, like, you don't have to have talent in order to win a T-shirt contest. You just need to have puffy nipples or giant jugs. Like, let's just, yeah. The Roman candles out of the snatch was kind of like, dude, what are you doing? Okay, that shit's got to burn. But at least you're saving money on fucking hair removal surgery. But there are other contests that are coming out, and the next one, I didn't want to last too long on the Miss Juggalette pageant because I know that's a huge thing for all of you fucking heathens and everything. But like this is something that I would find a little bit more fucking interesting because this is literally where the wild things are. Okay? So you've got the costume contest at the Gathering of the Juggalos. And this I think is interesting because like cosplay and shit like that has kind of molded itself into the Juggalo community, and I find that this is another one of those more interesting things. That's the girl I'm going to marry. Swill, if you can handle the burn down there, then fantastic for you, fam. I thought all you had to do was fuck the microphone to win. No shit. Like I remember hearing that shit. No, but last year there was a chick who fucked an entire 2 liter, and she didn't win. Come on, fam. Like what the fuck? That takes that takes some fucking Kegel exercises in order to do that shit. I think. I don't know how Kegels work, but anyways, so we've got this shit. Okay, the costume contest, literally where the wild things are, and the more into it that you are, the better chance that you're gonna have of winning, which I think is pretty fucking cool. That's the gatekeeper in disguise. No shit, Kyle. No shit. Trust me, I know what you're saying. Like literally, I know what you're saying. All right, next on the list. I just want to try to burn through these because we got so much fucking news. The next thing that we have is the Wicked Clown Academy. So I forgot that I wanted to take a look at this. I forgot because there's like a whole ass fucking thing. I don't know what this entails when it concerns this flavor, if you even want to call it that. Um, but yeah, so here's what it says. Blah 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 blah. The Wicked Clown Academy. This is what it says. Are you down to clown? We're talking really, really down to clown. Enough to join the legendary ICP as they celebrate 25 years of putting it down on the gathering stage. All right, Ninja, it's time to put up or shut up. Come join the Wicked Clown Academy where you will be put through a series of challenges to see what you're made of. To come out on top as one of two winners, you have to have finesse. You got to have character. My friend in the Dark Carnival, you got to have style. And I say that with this. They should have added this to the fucking description. All right. This is that legendary gathering. So you got to have some legendary moves to impress us here and earn your spot to join ICP on stage as one of their killer clowns during their Shangri-La Tour throwback show Saturday night. Now that's a distinction that money can't buy. Whoop, fucking whoop. Okay, so that's the description. So basically, you're going to have to go through a series of things in order to actually do the stage, to be a stage performer for the Wicked Clown from the Throwback Tour show that they're going to be doing on Saturday night. So basically, you're a stage prop, okay? And on top of that, you get to do it for free, okay? And now, like, the very first show that I ever fucking performed back in 2005, I opened the stage as a performer, and I closed the stage as a member of the Fifth Dimension with Perno Fills, okay? And that's easy shit. That's literally easy shit. Okay, but like all I had to do was just stand there and bop to the beat and fucking I had a fucking toy semi-automatic in my hand and I had to shoot it at the crowd every now and again. Like that was some easy fucking shit to do for Perno Fills. There was not a whole lot of direction. But I would assume that with Insane Clown Posse, you have to have a little bit more direction. And part of that might have something to do with like being able to shoot the super soakers, the Fago, the Fago break, 1, 2, 3, 4 splash, how much weight can you fucking hold, the ability to dance, the ability to launch Fagos and all that other shit. So there's going to be some shit that I'm pretty sure that you're going to have to go through. But you're not getting paid to fucking do it. This really to me says we're lacking in fucking talent right now. Some people are not working with us here at Psychopathic anymore as stage performers. So we need the Juggalos to fucking do this, and we can get them to do it for free. Like come on, dude. Like trust me when I say I understand that end of the business. But at the same time, it's like yeah, for free. But what you lack in payment, you will gain in fucking karma and freshness. Because, like, who else can say that they actually performed as a stage performer for Insane Clown Posse? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Cutting the corners, but it is what it is. People are really fucking autistic nowadays. There has to be a screening process. I believe it. But another one too, and this one's going to be a run for the money for all of you artistic ninjas because the Tom Woods art battle has now been announced at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Now this one's actually a fun one. Um, and the reason why I say that, like, but here's the thing though, like with the art battle, like you've got some big name artists that are in the Juggalo community, specifically, who was it? Dead Canvas. Okay, you've got members of Dead Canvas that are fucking doing this shit, and then you also have the artist and tattoo artist extraordinaire Brian Red. All right, he's won that twice, and I think not only did he win it twice, but he won it 2 years in a fucking row. Okay, so like that, like the art battle is fucking dope. I got to see that last year. That was actually pretty fucking cool. So like Tom, so basically, I don't remember. I was like zonked out because I was like right before that was the fucking hot wings eating contest, and fucking the homie Shade gave me a fucking 2 liter of raspberry blueberry Fago, but it had that fucking hot sauce residue on it. So I was spending more time trying to figure out how to get rid of the fucking hot sauce residue off of my lips than it was for me to try to fucking pay attention to what the hell was going on at the art contest. I got to pay attention to the end result, and I have to say, I think Brian Red and Dead Canvas and a couple of other, like everybody that was on stage that year had some mass talent. But the art battle is pretty fucking cool. You have like a certain amount of time to do the art that you're fucking doing. So I think that it's fucking sweet seeing that shit because like you have a limited amount of time to do that. So you got to have something in mind like even before you start performing and then how you're going to fucking, draw it out and all that other shit. I think that's how it went. And then after that you got Tom Wood with his fucking cowboy boots and his fucking Wrangler jeans and his sexy fucking hair. That sexy fucking hair that Tom Wood has. How's that? Like, if that dude's not married, he's fucking tagging Mad Ned with that fucking hair and the fucking beard and all the other things. Why is he so sexy? I don't fucking know, but dude is so like, dude, it's like the John Wayne theory that I have. If you were to, if John Wayne, like my thing about John Wayne is like, if he's gay, I don't think you have a choice. All right, I don't think you have a choice in the matter. Same thing with Tom Wood. Okay, I mean, there was a friend of mine a long time ago. He changed this name of changed some of the lyrics to the song Jolene into Tom Wood, and he said, "I'm begging you sweetly, please don't take my wife." I mean, like I think like this dude is Juggalo Suave. Like he is Jug Suave. Ah na 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 na. Tom Wood. Da 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 da. Suave. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Tom Wood, all right? And who wouldn't want to be graced in the presence of fucking Tom Wood? Shit, I want art done. I've had this idea. Yeah, exactly. It's not gay, it's just a man crush. I think we all have that. Like every juggalo has that no homo fucking non-gay man crush on Tom Wood. And what makes it even fucking worse is there's not a angry bone in that man's body. I have never seen that man angry. I'm just fucking gooning over fucking Tom Wood at this point. I bet Tom Wood draws My Little Pony porn but doesn't show it to anybody. Right? He's like, well, this is what the girls like, Rule 34. But he makes the ponies look fucking realistic and everything. Full goon, absolutely engaged. Although, yeah, dude, diamonds in the chat if you are a full gooner for Tom Wood. Like, actually, eggplant emojis if you are a full gooner for Tom Wood. But nevertheless, he's gonna be at that art battle. You know what? Even if you suck at art, even if you suck at art, Go up on there, you'll be on the same stage as Tom Wood. I'm just saying, you know. Like, yeah, exactly. Here come the boys with their shit. And there goes my fucking webcam. Something's going on. Oh yeah. This is the downfall of the summertime where it's so fucking muggy in my house that my webcam for some reason can't fucking take it. MsBomb.com motherfuckers puts out the fucking tongue emoji. Oh yeah, she's like, yeah, girl wants to fucking,
And
yeah.
by the way, I just want to say, fuck Crazy McKormik, whack as fuck.
Thank you, MsBomb.com motherfuckers, for that subscription. I appreciate that. Like, why do I get the feeling that you just want to lick Tom Wood from the head to the toes and then back down to the midsection, up and down a half a dozen times? You know, I have my whole neck tattooed with Tom Wood art and my whole leg. Dude, like, What Up has one of the best fucking neck tattoos I have ever seen. And for those motherfuckers who have neck tattoos, it is put to shame because it is full blown Tom Wood art. And I believe it's Jekyll Brothers, if I'm not mistaken. Tom's Wood. Right? That was so perfect timing from Big Will. For real though. Fuck Crazy McKormik. Thank you for the sub. So yeah, the art contest. I would say even if you suck ass, at least that way you're not you're not, you're within 50 yards of Tom Wood. You know what I'm saying? Like allegedly, this is AP on his burner account. May the world never know I'll lick Tom Wood's toe. For real though. All right, so we've got a couple more things we got to fucking burn out, and then after that, you know it's coming. Okay, so this was also announced, a night of comedy at the Gathering of the Juggalos, featuring Big J. Okerson, Zach Amico, Tim Butterfly, and Luis Gomez. And out of these names, the only one that I really know of is Zach Amico, who, strangely enough, looks a lot like my homie Raven Brigid. Got him. I need to have some real talent up there competing, not just any jackass juggalo who wants to suck his dick. No, I want to see. No, that's the real art, all right? Like, that is the real art. To get somebody to fucking convince Tom Wood to drop trow at the gathering and just suck his dick in front of an entire audience. That's the real comedy show right there. Zach getting that JCW commentary job is probably the best thing that happened to Zach in a minute. Well, Zach Amico, I believe, also was a judge on the Miss Juggalette pageant. But I don't know. I just don't, like, for one, okay, look, the other three people, I don't know who the fuck they are. And another thing, I don't find Zach Amico funny. Like, the last time I found somebody funny at the gathering was Pauly Shore. When they actually had comedians fucking come to the Gathering of the Juggalos. And I thought it was cool that Pauly Shore was actually invited and accepted to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos, but I wasn't there to watch it. I consider it a lost opportunity, because I love the Wheeze. Even if Tom Wood was sucking my dick. I don't think I would be able to bust a nut with the whole Juggalo family crowd watching, even if Tom Wood was sucking my dick. Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. Tom Wood probably could. Because, it's fucking... Jay Okerson is a funny guy? What do you mean by that? What do you mean funny? Like, funny how? He's like a clown? Does he amuse you? What the fuck do you mean by funny? Gigi Allen, according to what fucking Madness of Bedlam has said, Gigi Allen is definitely fucking Juggalo personified. And it's fun, like, so if Gigi Allen was still alive, I mean, like, he would beat the shit out of people and throw shit and piss at people. Could you imagine that? Like, if we had Gigi Allen instead of Tila Tequila, nobody would have such a big fucking deal about bags of piss getting thrown at Tila Tequila, or in this case, it would have been Gigi Allen instead. You know what I'm saying? See, he's on Kill Tony. Sometimes he's pretty good at roasting and riffing. Oh, talking about Big J. Okerson? Okay. Oh, maybe. I mean, like, if I just happen to be walking across the fucking tent and I think it's funny, then maybe, yeah. Now we also have a couple of new people that have been added into the list of the main stage. And first and foremost, I'm happy to say the fucking Cottonmouth Kings. Even though this is like version 3.0 of the or 4.0 of the Cottonmouth Kings, it's the Cottonmouth Kings. Actually, no, wouldn't this be the 5.0? Because the first one I know was Daddy X, and like just as the the Cottonmouth Kings. Like what fucks me up the most though is like every iteration has had D-Loc. Okay, so like the first version was Daddy X, D-Loc, and Saint, and then they got rid of and then they got rid of Saint. They added DJ Bobby B, uh, Taxman. Oh yeah, Pakalika was also in the first one. But then they got rid of Saint. They added DJ Bobby B. Pakalika was in that shit. Fucking Taxman, Johnny Richter. And then that's the way it was it was the same set for the longest fucking time until they added Dirtball, and then everybody fucking split, and then after that, all that was left was D-Loc, and he brought back Saint, then Saint died, and now it's D-Loc, Judge D, and Chucky. Okay, hate seeing them age versus video. So this is like what 5.0, 6.0 version of Cottonmouth Kings, and D-Loc with the sock check and Chucky with the sock check. Uh, like personally, who's the drummer with the bicycle drum kit? Yeah, to me, see, here's the thing though, like Pakalika, Pakalika, I could deal with having Pakalika on stage or not on stage. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, thank you, Lou Dog. I kept on forgetting the name of the drummer. But like, think about it though, it's like Taxman and Pakalika were pretty much there for the fucking weed. I mean, like Taxman has that understanding. Like Taxman was more better to be with like Corporate Avenger or something like that, I think. Pakalika was just the dance guy, you know? I heard that Pakalika album and I thought it was ass. Taxman, I don't think has ever actually had a fucking album in and of itself. Taxman has really just been, to me, I see him no more as a fucking stage prop. Like my favorite fucking iteration of the Cottonmouth Kings was during Long Live the Kings, when they first introduced fucking Dirtball into that, because I thought Dirtball was a perfect addition. Like he had a flow that was unlike everybody else at the time. The only downside to Cottonmouth Kings though is that when they first fucking started, weed was illegal all across all 50 states. Okay, so now it's like in the United States, there are now only 11 states in the country that do not have marijuana legalized recreationally or medicinally. There's only 11 states left. Imagine knowing this much about Cottonmouth Kings. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Cottonmouth Kings. Even though I don't smoke weed, I still like Cottonmouth Kings. Like me personally, I'm like legalized pot. Okay, fully legalized pot. And how the government has done it is actually, I think, one of the wisest ways to fucking do it. Regulate it, tax the shit out of it. People are gonna fucking buy weed. Okay, weed is weed. People are gonna fucking buy weed. Cryptochronic, death, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, doesn't matter what. Like the only, the one thing that sucks though is ain't nobody still got Pineapple Express. Like I don't see people having like an over surplus of Pineapple Express. Then again, it's never fucking happened. I guess Pineapple Express must be that much difficult to fucking grow. But still, nevertheless, it's like I listen to Cottonmouth Kings. If you listen to Cottonmouth Kings from 1997 till now, it just ends up being, okay, pot, weed. Okay, every once in a while we have a fucking reggaeton song. Every now and again we have a punk song. rapping about weed, rapping about weed. Okay, the only difference though is like you're coming up with different ways on how to fucking say marijuana and how to fucking smoke it. Okay, like is there anything else that we can talk about? Like in Rolling Stone, there were a couple of times where they bragged about the fact that they were actually on the fucking radio as them being independent rappers. But then after that it's ah like is there anything else that the Cottonmouth King can fucking talk about? Like, I don't know, fuck 12 or something like that. Yeah, I get it. Taxation is theft. That could be something like, take a look at Taxman, okay? Taxation is theft. Put that into a fucking song, Rather than, I mean, yeah, I get it. You're the Cottonmouth Kings, but like literally every fucking rapper nowadays talks about smoking weed or, or something, Like, that's my fucking rant, all right? Should I read should I read the fucking blurb that they have? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking read the blurb that they have for KNK. And then after that, we got one more person, I believe, that has recently been added to the list. Let me see if I can find where the fuck did they put Cottonmouth Kings? Did they not put Cottonmouth Kings? They're not on the legendary stage? Like, what the fuck is this? Holy shit. They put the Cottonmouth Kings on the iconic stage with Midnight Nyami. I'm sorry, Cottonmouth Kings. Anyways. Thick mists of the most potent smoke ever to fill your lungs of mankind unfurl around the gathering stage, rising high to the sky in a massive karmic cloud. Enter D-Loc, Taxman, Chucky, and Judge D, collectively known as the Cottonmouth Kings. Put your crown, yeah, down with the crown, all that junk. The legend continues as these founding fathers of both the independent rap and marijuana legalization movements throw down the gauntlet to show the world why they still hold the crown. Their mission is nothing less than to bring trippy vibes and good times to the Juggalo audience in a way that honors all eras of the kingdom. It's about to get crazy and hazy till the whole crowd is moving like Patrick Swayze, baby. Who wrote this? The legacy of the... That's like dad joke as fuck. The legacy of the Cottonmouth Kings is rolled tightly into the gathering history since back in the day like some Cali Loud in a Detroit Dutch Master. So leave it to KMK to light it up and keep the party going at the Gathering of Legends. Now, not gonna lie, Cottonmouth Kings is a fucking trip to watch. Like, I love Cottonmouth Kings. As a performance, Cottonmouth Kings are dope as shit. KMK is definitely not Midnight Nyami level. I definitely disagree with Swill on that one, according to ChatGPT. Chucky is pretty tight with Shaggy. If he didn't make Rob get them a spot, feelings would be hurt. Maybe. But Cottonmouth Kings is definitely one of those things that I would want to watch. Like, I'd like to see where this where this iteration of the Cottonmouth Kings is gonna fucking be. Unfortunately, like, Chucky Chuck here has been friends with the Cottonmouth Kings. Like, he's never been a part of the crew until recently, right? Chucky Chuck has never officially been a king until I think after Saint died and D-Loc was left, and he's like, well, I need more shit. Now, I love the energy that Cottonmouth Kings has given in the past, but I gotta wonder, where's it going to be now? Is it just gonna be in that dad era where like I'm at right now? So like I kind of wonder how that's gonna look. I'm curious to see the performance of the KMK. Speaking of feelings being hurt, did you see Rudy Hill's post? Yes. I did not grab a picture of that. Otherwise, I would definitely be speaking on it a little bit more in depth because I don't remember exactly what he said. But it looks to me like Rudy is not being invited to the fucking gathering of the Juggalos by ICP, and he's butthurt by it. I don't know what the deal is about that, but I literally don't know. And personally, like, I can't see it because Rudy has me blocked. And I'm pretty sure that's because I don't fucking swallow his nut whenever he fucking hates on Donald Trump. You know, I'm pretty sure of that because, like, I mean, to be perfectly honest, like, I unfriended Rudy on Facebook. I was friends with him, and I unfriended him not because I don't like him, but because if it's either him fucking hating Donald Trump or him talking about Jesus being his fucking savior, and I'm just like, I'm tired of seeing Rudy Hill on my fucking feed constantly saying one of these things or the other. You know, but like it's weird. Yeah, Rudy Hill posting from Henry Ford Hospital, I remember that. No Rude Boy or DJ Carlito at the Gathering of Legends makes you think, right, yeah. I mean, I don't have to agree with what he has to say, but it's just like constantly over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? With a little sprinkling of Jesus is Lord. And I'm just like, no. Like, I'm just like, it just gets tiring after a while. Give me a second. I gotta grab me a cold drink. Like, it just gets tiring after a while. Like, just hearing the same shit over and over and over and over again. And it's like, okay, dude, if you ain't got something of substance to fucking say, then don't say it. You know? Tell me when the next wrestling event is gonna be. You know, because I got enough of that church attitude growing up. Yeah, it's just too much of the same crap. But yeah, like he's on the fuck Trump train. Which that I don't have a problem with, but when it's like that's all you fucking talk about with a little sprinkling of the Jesus Christ, you know, the Christ checks in your fucking cereal, bro, no. You know what I'm saying? Like to me that's just like But it does kind of suck because I think that Rudy does kind of deserve to be invited to the Gathering of the Juggalos. He was there since day one for ICP. But I think he's saying it in that sense to fucking try to stir up some controversy to get people to be like, hey, ICP, how come you're not inviting Rudy to the fucking gathering? Or maybe it's just Rudy expecting a fucking handout or something like that. Like, bro, just go to the gathering. You are Rude Boy. Okay, you literally are the type of person that can fucking walk in, and if anybody gives you shit, like at security, all the juggalos have to do is be like, "Do you know who this is? This is one of Violent J's best friends. This is Rudy Hill." Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's expecting a handout type paycheck deal. Okay, yeah, it's got to be a jab at Jay. You would think so. He should still show up. Like, Rudy is a fucking legend. So, what the fuck? Yeah, I remember watching that episode. Trust me, I fully fucking remember that shit. All right, so let's go on to the next thing though, because we are fucking sidetracking from the timeline here. We got one more piece of fucking news, and it's the only other person that I saw that was announced, and it's Mayday. Mayday is now going to be performing at this year's Gathering of the Juggalos, which, interestingly enough, they're on main stage, but not the Cottonmouth Kings. Let's see if there is a reason for that, and maybe we'll see that later on. Because, like, I've never listened to Mayday. Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about Mayday. Only by name, and that's about it. So this is what the description says. From the depths of the underground to ascending to higher planes comes ride the sonic waves when you heed the call of Mayday. Recognize Burns and their homie Nananas are a little bit funky and a little bit savage, but one thing they are far from anything is average. In fact, you might even call them legendary. Get ready to witness live-wire hip-hop poetry spit proper and precise to the real-time rhythm of live percussion. The flows are as authentic as the accompanying drums they ride on, which makes Mayday as real as it gets. We'd expect nothing less from the trio that carries the strange land blessing on their back, tearing it up from coast to coast year after year. Now they've landed in the land of the Juggalos, ready to show why they're a class act that can't be matched at the Gathering of Legends. So this, legendary. Can anybody name 3 of their songs? I cannot because I've never really listened to Mayday. I don't know anything about Mayday. I'm just like you. I've only heard the name. I don't know shit about them. I think they were on Strange Music, my old lady says. Yeah, I don't know shit about shit. So, nighttime, when they fucking are performing, that's going to be the first time I've ever listened to Mayday. So, yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I'm pretty sure that there are other people who have. Like, look, when it concerns Strange, there's only a small handful of people that I know about on Strange. There's a small handful of people that I know about on fucking Subnoise, or who used to be a part of Subnoise. You know, same thing with what it was when it concerned the Cottonmouth Kings. This kind of sounds like Rob owed somebody a favor. Oh God, that's fucking great. All right, so that's it for the news. And I gotta say this, for this next segment, this is the segment that we're gonna be talking about. This is the topic segment. And because of everything that happened over the last week, I have to say this. It's gonna be a doozy. And like, at least as far as I see. But I asked for some help, for somebody to help me out with dusting off uh an old fucking segment. And so my friend ended up helping me out. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, that's a thing now, isn't it? So shout out to the homie for hooking me up. But yeah, you guys know what to do. Trash cans and raccoon emojis in the fucking chat like it's the Juggernaut. Anyway, so I had to fucking steal that from a friend. So here's the situation. Now, as of last week, you guys saw this last week. I ended up fucking covering this, that Alazul Ilu ended up leaving Magic Ninja Entertainment. So we're gonna go ahead and read this, and I'm not gonna try to do the voices or anything like that. But yeah, grab your hammers, fam, because we're about to do some nail pounding. Anyways, so here's what it says, and I'm not gonna do the goofy voice like I did last week. This is exactly what Alazul Ilu said. Okay? The time has come. The church bells ring. Their chime fills the darkness of the void and shocks to life the pulsating, horror-filled heart of the Zooligan horde. Let it be known, the Alazul Ilu are no longer affiliated with any record label. Their home from here until eternity is their own imprint and domain. Long live evil. Okay, so look, you take a look at that. Let's just keep this in mind. Okay? Keep this in fucking mind. They're not hating. Like, anything about that say something for fucking hate? We want to give Our most sincere thank you to those who have supported us throughout our macabre-laden musical journey thus far. Your undying support will not go unrewarded. We are only just beginning. A new era of darkness is upon us, and its arrival will breathe new life into this wicked shit we hold so near and dear. Are you preparing to walk with us as the world burns? Horror has a home, and it's with Long Live Evil. That was what they posted all over the fucking internet, and they went back to being, back to their original label, LLE. Okay? They didn't say anything negative. They didn't say anything fucking hatred. Nothing. So it just makes me wonder, why the fuck did Jamie Madrox decide to post this on fucking Instagram? You know what I'm saying? This makes no fucking sense. Okay? So, coming from Jamie Madrox's fucking Instagram, nothing seems to surprise me anymore.
And by the way, I just want to say, fuck Crazy McKormik. Whack as fuck.
Kyle Driver with that 666 saying, fuck, Twiztid, proud of my homies. Camp this year is going to be lit. That diss track had so much truth. Air it out like it's the Wyndham. Oh, dude, we're gonna be getting to that. So, continue on with this. Nothing seems to surprise me anymore. Big talk, shitty work ethic, bad decisions, mediocre skill sets, greed, entitlement, and the audacity to act like your failure is someone else's fault. Like, what? Where is this coming from? Why does Jamie feel like that this is necessary to say? Okay, it's very obvious that that he's talking about Alla Elu. Okay, how in the fuck? How in the fucking hell? Why? Why, Jamie? Why couldn't you just do two things? Okay, there were two things you needed to do, and Paul actually fucking did them successfully. Shut the fuck up and shut the fuck up. Okay? And by the way, just to say to everybody, I'm sorry I don't have a raccoon to fucking throw in your face. All I have is I don't know, I do have a raccoon dog, so that's all I got for you. My bad, fam. It's just not the same because he doesn't have the same hat, he doesn't have the same fucking attitude, nothing. Hard pass on all that bullshit for me. Keep throwing stones to bust others open. We'll bleed you out and see you on the other side. What? Bro, Jamie, what part of anything that fucking Zool said on their socials justified any of this shit? How in the fuck? Where did this come from? Okay? George didn't tell you to fucking say this shit. I know that for a fact. Paul did the smart thing and shut the fuck up. So why are you all butthurt about the fact that Twist, that they left your fucking label? Is that what you're mad at? Okay, now let's say something. I want to point something out to you guys because of the fact that he ended up saying big talk, shitty work ethic, bad decisions, mediocre skill sets, greed, entitlement, and the audacity to act like your failure is someone else's fault. Okay, let me show you something here. First off, okay, so we have this, okay? Look at this. So this is when they were doing LLE, Head of Horns, Psycho Volume 1, right? Both of them came out in 2015. Necronomicon in 2017. Okay, so it took 2 years, but they did do 2 albums in a year. I mean, I'm pretty sure, something tells me that this isn't a full fucking set, right? Then in 2018, they released, yeah, I know that, but still this is pre-M&E. I believe I said this is LLE shit because they were LLE before they were M&E, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, well, still, nevertheless, these two came out pre-M&E. Necronomicon, same shit. The Almighty, I know for a fact, is the first album that Zool came out with on Magic Ninja Entertainment. But then in 2019, Church of Zool. 2020, Mausoleum. 2021, Necronomicon 2, Dead by Bong. Now, granted, yes, it's now 4 years since Necronomicon fucking came out, but look at that shit. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. They've got 4 fucking albums that are under the Magic Ninja label. Okay, other than the fucking other album that I supposedly believe that they were supposed to fucking come out with. But from 2018 to 2021, that's 4 albums. That doesn't sound like bad work ethic to me. That actually sounds like that they were doing their job. So to me, hey, what up, Fuego? So to me, it sounds to me like with Magic Ninja, like they were good until they started seeing some cracks, and they were like, well, what the fuck is going on? And then at that point was from what I heard. So Kyle, you could probably actually confirm this if it's true or not, but from what I heard, they had like Billy Obey and some of the other guys had to start selling like masks, prototype masks and stage props and stuff like that on social media in order for them to fucking make ends meet, because they haven't been getting paid for like 2 fucking years. They haven't been getting their royalties for these 4 albums. So, from what I understand, they have been having to sell stuff on the side, whether it be stage props from the past, masks, like recreations and stuff like that. This is what I've heard. I mean, it would make sense because, like, literally no person can go 2 years without some sort of income. And if that's the case, like, obviously we have Camp Zool, so Camp Zool would have to be their only source of income to last for 2 fucking years, to last an entire year until the next Camp Zool. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they've had to struggle in order to fucking do anything in this business. Whether or not you want to comment, that's fine. But that, to me, is what makes the most sense. So, if I'm on the fucking ball, then I'm on the fucking ball. T-shirt sales don't make rent payments. The same thing when it concerns, having to sell merchandise and all this other stuff. But if you want to talk about some more things concerning work ethic, in less than 24 hours, they made not 1, but 2 fucking tracks. Yes, we're gonna cover this shit. This looks a lot better on my TV than it does on my phone. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know it's nothing against you. I understand, like, you're obligated, like, you're not obligated to fucking speak on things. I understand. I know what it's like to have to not be able to fucking say certain things publicly because of reasons. I get it. Trust me. But anyways, yeah, so we're doing this thing.
We ate shit and never complained once. It must be the multiple woman's time of the month. The only thing you're finna bleed out is your pussy. Keep our name out your mouth and you're right about a couple things. Bad business.
I was wondering what that actually was, because I can't hear it right over the phone. But you're right about one thing: bad business. Like, every single line that Billy Obey puts out on this bitch is straight fucking fire, and every single one is a fucking punch right to the Monoxide in Madrox fucking cooter. And this is the shit. All of you motherfuckers, by the way, that are now suddenly hating on Magic Ninja Entertainment because of Alla Elu, welcome to the club. Here's the key to the door, and inside is a fucking bottle of Sprite. Okay? Because we've been saying this shit since 2017 when Twiztid declined to march.
Fed your artist scraps and acting like fat bitches. Yeah. It's like battered dog syndrome. Ho, tell the truth, air it out like the window. Talk is whack. We it's phony. Fuck you for that. It's not weekend only. I hate to ruin your day pimping, play the victim internet shit. We saw through it like a blade spinning. About time we call it for what it is. They only care about your wallets and getting rich.
Wait a minute. They only care about your wallets and getting rich. Now, I remember, speaking of when they declined the march, okay, there was a guy that was on the internet that when Twiztid said that they declined the march, but we'll see y'all at Juggalo weekend, there was a guy on this fucking website, on YouTube, in the Juggalo community, that was sitting in his car, that ended up saying that all Twiztid cares about is this, and did exactly that. I wonder who that could have been in 2017 when Twiztid declined the march, but said that they would see us all at Juggalo weekend because, you know, payout. I wonder who that would have been. Oh, this fucking guy. And ever since then, I've been hated on by you Twizzlers for saying such a fucking thing. As a matter of fact, in the comment section for this fucking video, there are people that are literally saying, you're saying the same exact shit that everybody has been saying since 2017. Congratulations. Congratulations, fam. A winner is you. I was the one who ended up fucking saying that shit. They only care about your wallets. They only care about you having fucking money. Who's that guy that's getting fucking pimp slapped with a severed hand? I don't know who that is.
I hate to ruin your day pimping, play the victim internet shit. We saw through it like a blade spinning.
Dude, everything about this is
they only
straight.
care about your wallets and getting rich. How's this for work ethic? A diss in a day.
Yes.
Both y'all's breath smells like the dick of Violent J.
Somebody in the chat fucking said that. Which is funny as hell because it's like, yeah, like Twiztid can't seem to fucking let go of this jealousness, the jealousy and envy that they have for the wicked clowns. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you we are media filmed it. Yeah, but I don't care about who's the media production company. I want to know who's that guy. Shout out Brian. Go Brian. Okay, Brian got fucking hit hard. You know what I'm saying?
Let me find a way to say this. We package rap invocations into jewel cases.
And by the way, I just want to say, fuck Crazy McKormik.
You ninjas must
Whack
be
as
eating
fuck.
paint chips.
I like that. Like, dude, see, here's another thing. By the way, shout out to Unnerving Brain for that $1.99 super chat. Classic car streams fire. You goddamn right, because that's how it was for me back in the day. I have a nicer car now, but I have a bad placement for my fucking camera. That's why I don't shoot them in the car anymore. I could, but it would just look terrible. Now, here's the thing. By the way, I want to say this. Skee. This is how you make a diss to somebody, okay? Not constantly calling them a dick-sucking faggot. They've only said that one time. You said it like 7 times in Check Your Resume. This is how you make a diss track, okay? Instead of just like checking somebody's resume and having only 1 or 2 facts about what your problem is with the person, this is how you fucking do it. Every single line in this track is fire, is something that Alazul Ilu has had to fucking think about for quite some time. I chalk this up to Twiztid still trying to one-up ICP. Let us show you how to react when people leave your label. We're not bitter, you're bitter, right? I'm not petty. I'm not bitter. Oh, God. But, like, every single fucking line in this verse is fucking dope, if you want to call it a verse. It's like, all of this is just, like, listen. You can listen to the song, okay? Fuck it. Let's just continue. No, I said let's continue, Space Bar.
All you had to do was let us leave without stealing half our LPs.
Listen to that. Like, I know that it's going to be cut and paste, but, like, this is... like, there's a lot to unpack when it concerns a line like that, where it's just like, think about the past, okay? Back in the day, and I had to listen to the fucking tell-all to talk about this shit. I listened to the tell-all 3 times this week just to make sure that I had enough fucking information covered to talk about some of these lines. They should have just let us leave without taking all our LPs. Remember what Twiztid did when they started formulating Magic Ninja Entertainment? Was they basically blackmailed Psychopathic in order to get a higher pay so they could perform at a gathering of the Juggalos that they did not even want to gather at. And then the following years, they started saying, we want masters. We want our masters. We want a master for Green Book. We want a master for, like, a Mirror Mirror. We want a master for this, that, and the other. We want 2 masters. Something like that. So they were basically fucking blackmailing the masters out of Psychopathic in order for them to perform at the gathering. And eventually they just said, look, we're not going to give you any more masters. If you want to fucking perform at the gathering, then then just tell us your price and we'll see if we can sell, see if we can buy that. But like, here we have in the future, okay, so what, almost 10 years later, and Twiztid, from what I heard, not only was trying to keep all the fucking LPs that A.X.E made through M&E, but also the back catalog that they had prior to being in Magic Ninja Entertainment. The Psycho Volume 1, that other boy, Necronomicron, like those 2 or 3 albums that they had before they came out with the Almighty, and they were trying to go after they were refusing to keep, to let Zool keep those, even though those were recorded prior to M&E. The fuck out of here with that shit, man. Like, isn't that fucking weird how Twiztid is slowly becoming the very thing that they claimed that Insane Clown Posse was at Psychopathic, if not worse? Think about that shit.
What? Funny you tried to take them all, turned around and I'm appalled that you yourself
I'm
know what
appalled.
it takes to make a record. You yourself know your label put in minimal effort, but still you tried to keep it. I'm the type to call a bitch when I see it. Stop posting, start praying to Jesus. Couldn't hurt us if you tried. Big threats on IG. I guess your boy lied. Come on, Jamie, tell the truth. You invited us to be in that group. Big whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah, that wasn't it like the Venomous 5 or something like that? That's funny to me because like we can go back to what fucking Jamie was talking about, and it was like, according to what Billy Obey is fucking saying, like, I think I'm correct, that is Billy Obey, right? But let's be honest here. I am not I've never really been able, not to say I wouldn't, but I just couldn't give A.X.E a chance as long as they were signed to Magic Ninja Entertainment. Not to say that they don't have fucking talent. I just want to put that out there. It's not that I hated them. I hate Jamie and Paul so fucking much that I won't buy anything from Magic Ninja Entertainment. Even if a 1/5 of a red cent goes into Jamie and Paul's pockets, I want to make sure that I'm not fucking being the cause of that to happen. So, unfortunately, I couldn't fucking support Zool for the longest fucking time, as much as I wanted to, because I heard that they were good. I just couldn't fucking put it upon myself to fucking do it. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the fucking, remember the Halloween songs Twiztid put out, the first few EPs? Those are scrapped Venomous 5 songs, like Bill mentioned earlier in the disc. Yeah, because he did say something about how they must have been upset that they scrapped those songs. And there's that guy getting smacked again. Damn, this looks good in fucking HD. I know. That's the thing, though. Like, A.X.E is no longer on Magic Ninja Entertainment. They are freed. And that means that I can start buying their shit henceforth. As long as it doesn't have a ninja star on it, I will buy their fucking shit. Hell, you know what's funny about this is that all of this nonsense ended up fucking happening between Twiztid and Alla Ilu. And last week, I was saying something about how I was like considering wanting to do more things. Now that I have the delivery job back, you know what I'm saying? Now that I have the delivery job back, that means I can choose what vacation time I have and how much vacation time I want to have. And I can go to more things rather than just waiting for the gathering or Wicked and hoping for the possibility of maybe even so much as going to Juggalo Weekend or going to Big Ballers if it's nearby. You know what I'm saying? Now I have the opportunity to be able to do more things. I said that I was thinking about going to Camp Zool. I'd like to go check out the float. And the other thing, I was thinking of the possibility of maybe going into taking a look at Astronomicon. And then the next day that I said that, this shit fucking happened. So now it's like back to me saying, fuck Astronomicon. I was that close. I was so close to considering the possible idea of giving Twiztid another chance. And possibly giving them some of my money. And they just fucked it up. Hence the reason why we have it on this segment.
Couldn't hurt us if you tried. Big threats on IG. I guess your boy lied. Come on, Jamie, tell the truth. You invited us to be in that group. Big whoop-de-whoop. You must be out the loop for 2 years. Your label didn't cut a check. I mean this with disrespect.
That's what I was talking about.
On the trigger. Does anybody forget when Twiztid said Ninja?
Pepperidge Farm remembers. By the way, that was like the only fucking meme that I could think of was to say, remember that time that Twiztid used to say Ninja? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I don't know what were Lockside's thoughts on this. You know? I remember I went to a Pepperidge Farm. And Kyle, did they remember when Twiztid used to say Ninja? All you had to do was let us leave without stealing half our EPs. They tried to take them all, though. Indeed. Pepperidge Farms always remembers. But yeah, because like let's be honest here. How in the fuck is Twiztid going to re-record Freak Show without dropping a few N-bombs? Because there were quite a few of them in there. And the same thing, it's like when you hear them fucking do those songs live and everything, it's weird to hear Blaze You Dead Homie replace the N-word with sucka. You know, and I'm pretty sure that Twiztid is trying to say ninja now. Or something like that. That's why everybody thought Blaze was black. Dude, fucking sounded black as hell, but also he had the fucking pantyhose on, so you couldn't tell. You know? He sounded black. Fucking, what can I say?
The demented duo got dementia. If they think that we would let him slide, this a heartbroken homicide. Sorry, guys.
Oh, man. This is a heartbroken homicide. Oh, man. To me, that fucking says, I didn't want to fucking do this. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I didn't want to fucking do this, but it's like, you put me in a corner, all right? And when you put a raccoon in a corner, that's when they fucking start to strike. See what I just did there?
Guys, I don't want to do this. And you're Judas, thinking you would never, not in the wrong. Probably heard when we wanted to scrap those songs. I get it twisted.
Right
the
there.
way I worded like a furnace. I hope you walk downstairs and purchase burn insurance.
I love that line. That's probably one of my favorite fucking lines in the entire song. I hope you go downstairs and purchase burn insurance. Because if we remember, we found out that Magic Ninja Entertainment's offices sit right above the state fucking farm, the very same state farm that someone pissed in your building, fan, which is the reason why this shirt exists. That's right. This shirt fucking exists because, well, are you in good hands? You better call State Farm and purchase that burn insurance, Jamie. You got played as a stan. This is literally the only fucking piece of material that is close to Magic Ninja that I own. And the only reason why I even owned this in the beginning is because I knew for a fact that no money went to Psychopathic. It all went to fucking Dustin. And I'm more willing to give Dustin my fucking money because he has nice soft pillow hands. I'm just telling you. He has nice soft pillow hands. Like, which I could definitely fucking use right now because I got this fucking kink in my neck right now. I could definitely use some of his pillow hands to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a golden era, but now Twiztid's in their golden era. You know what I'm saying?
Every time you pretend, my friend, you do a disservice. This that hurt people, hurt shit. This ain't us versus them. Listen to who you want.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that line. Like, dude, it's so hard to fucking do this shit and try to cover this because, like, every single bar is a fucking banger. And just, like, he is fist fucking Jamie Madrox right in the pussy. Okay? But like, that thing, that hurt people shit is, like, which is true because, like, Jamie and Paul felt hurt about whatever fucking happened at Psychopathic that caused them to act like the way that they are right now. Just money-grubbing hoes. Like, Jamie was crying, okay? Whoa, 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 Jamie's crying, whoa, whoa. Upchuck the Clown, or something, lives around Royal Oak, Michigan. I used to do stand-up in the area, but he kind of just fell off. Like, Upchuck still does stuff for the Gathering. He just doesn't do it in the clown makeup. Like, he's just a regular guy. He's just, like, Upchuck the Clown has turned into a regular dude. But yeah, so, like, they probably have so much stress. But, like, that's, like, the thing is, it's like, okay, what? Did Twiztid fucking left Psychopathic because of the way that, like, from what I remember, what was it? Abominations was mishandled, okay? And they were really trying to fucking chart on one of their albums, and something happened with the label, like, not enough units were pressed up to be sold. And so, like, a couple of things that happened in Psychopathic that caused them to leave, because if they couldn't leave Psychopathic and venture out on their own, they couldn't do the things that they needed to do in order to continue being Twiztid, is how they fucking said it when they left. But from what I understand, like, Abominations, I think, was mishandled by Psychopathic, and that's why they fucking left, because there wasn't enough albums that were being sold. They didn't chart on the top 200 like they thought that they were going to, or that they wanted to, and all this other shit. But, like, and so they left, you know? Like, I remember finding out about the album because it was at FYE before I even saw an advertisement for it anywhere. And where the advertisement for Abominations was, I don't even remember. In some magazine somewhere. And then after that, they left. Like, a couple of months after Abominations was released, they fucking left the label to venture out on their own. But whatever it was that was going on that caused that shit to happen, they were hurt by it. And then they started talking shit about ICP behind the scenes for the longest fucking time. You know, until Jamie started talking shit to the wrong fucking people when there was a crew that fucking knew, you know, like, knew people who knew people who knew people, and things got sent over to a podcaster that fucking exposed that Jamie Madrox is still a fucking bitch, claiming that he had no knowledge whatsoever about a fucking supervillains track that involved the supervillains characters killing homosexuals in their song. And he was so fucking appalled by that because he never fucking knew that it existed, and that's bullshit. and that was exposed as bullshit. And so he continued, so Jamie and Paul continue to open the fucking wound. Specifically Jamie, I think. I think Jamie is the one who is constantly fucking picking the wound over and over and over again to continue being hurt about certain shit. And so when Alazul Elu leaves Magic Ninja Entertainment, then he has to fucking act like a feral little fucking bitch hound to Alazul Elu, which causes this to fucking happen. And then we all fucking benefit as podcasters because we're not going to shut the fuck up about it.
I'm just gonna put a couple of them in the trunk. Took it to a record, so it's not for the gram. They're in it for the greed, they ain't in it for the fam. I'm not gonna go and leave half y'all dead or air out the beef. Shoot basketball head, rap aside. I wish you nothing but the best, and here's to many more years of success.
There might not be better ways of saying we wish you well in all your future endeavors, Twiztid.
Don't get it twisted, this ain't a threat, this a promise. If you respond to this, you admit that all of your accomplishments don't mean shit.
Yes.
And we're all just bags of bones when you boil it down.
Yeah.
Like the popularity contest, you phone it in, I'm a bomb threat. You wanna be buried? Remember what it's like to be underground?
No, they don't. Because, like, when they were underground, they were House of Crazies. Okay, when they became Twiztid, even Violent J said it in the tell-all. Jamie and Paul don't know what it's like to fucking tour across the country in a van. Okay, like they did a lot of local shows as House of Crazies. When they became Twiztid, on the other hand, actually, before Brian fucking left House of Crazies, they were all touring in the fucking van. They weren't touring in the van. They got a bus. ICP had just signed to Island Records, and they started doing the bus shit. And they gave that to House of Crazies in 97, in 98. All right, so like Twiztid as a fucking group has never toured outside of a van. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really know what it's like to be fucking underground. Like, in a sense, like, maybe it's House of Crazies, but that's about fucking it. And that was so fucking long ago that, like, where they're sitting at right now, if they're like fucking running out of, they're running out of fucking money. Like, here's the question that I have: why didn't they pay Alazul Elu for 2 fucking years? That's something that you can't forget. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget about Alazul Elu, who was basically your most popular fucking group on your label outside of yourself. Brian has not said anything, I don't think. I don't think ROC has had a fucking piece to say about this. Now, back to what I was saying though. How the fuck can you just plumb forget about giving royalty checks 2 times a year for 2 years to the number one group on your label other than yourself? Okay, like, are you fucking them over to try to make it so you have more money because your shit is running dry to a point where you can't afford the contract that you're supposed to fucking uphold to these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's how it sounds. It sounds to me like Twiztid, in other words, Twiztid are ICP's whiny entitled Nepo babies. Yes, Vampira Clown. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying. They are ICP's whiny entitled Nepo babies. That's why when they fucking left, they fucking cried like children. But my question is like, why is it that they didn't fucking pay Alazul Elu for 2 fucking years? I'd like to know that. Like, for a fact that people were listening to them on socials. Whether it be like in music apps, whether it be Spotify, Apple, iTunes, YouTube Music, the videos and all this other shit. That's that we haven't gotten to that yet, Bizarre. But the whole thing with, like, okay, for a fact that money fucking comes in. People are listening to Alazul Ilu, so you know for a fact that they deserve residuals on the merch that they sell on the website, on the music that's being sold, and all that other shit, and they didn't give it to them for 2 years. That to me says that they didn't pay them. They probably lied to Alazul Ilu for 2 years about how much money was coming in for them, just so that way they could feed their own pockets or to feed the money going into the company. Either which way, these motherfuckers ain't getting paid. Funny thing about that Freak Show tour is that every time they say this is the last time, it's like they do it when they get bored. Now, the only reason why Twiztid fucking goes back to the well is because every time they have tried to move forward, it sucks dick. Like, like they have to rely on their past in order to focus on the future because their present fucking sucks. And has since they fucking ever since the Darkness or the Nightmare Continues or whatever the fuck came out, their music has sucked dick. Okay? Adding Craven to their fucking band sucked dick. Everything about the future of Twiztid in the image that they want to portray themselves as rockers, sucks dick. And yet they don't seem to understand. Every time they try to continue on with this rock progress, the sales just aren't fucking there. And so they have to be like, hey guys, you remember when we did Freak Show, right? 25th anniversary's coming up soon, fam. I don't care about Derek. I don't care about Twiztid as a whole. You should understand this. But anyways, yeah, so we've got to listen to fucking the next one, which I believe is Lee Carver. Kyle, am I getting the names right?
Say something now.
Kyle is like the biggest Zooligan I know. So I know that he would know shit.
You fingerless glove, emo lipstick, little cuck, weekend only t-shirt slut who's honestly fucking sucks since you left you know where back when you know when. Can't fuck with you as an artist, shit not even as men. You're not even friends and goddamn them tracks so disjointed.
By the way, listen to that. Yeah, so the first one was Billy Obey, the other one being Lee Carver. So whoever I heard that from was actually not fucking with me. I'm glad. That line that Carver just fucking said, you're not even friends. Somebody pointed that out and ended up asking the question as to whether or not Twiztid are actually still friends with each other anymore. You know, Twiztid should have put together another project with another name because the new albums have nothing to do with Twiztid. So, bro, listen, Vato, Twiztid can't seem to fucking understand that when you artificially inflate your fucking roster, that does nothing. I'll show you the fucking current roster as of right now. They still have Alazul Ilu on here. A.X.E Murder Boys, which is also where James Garcia's at. You've got, let's see, you've got Blaze, Twiztid, and with with those two together, that's Triple Threat, okay, which is surprisingly not on here. They totally got rid of the fucking let's see, what was that area that was underneath all of the current ones, like the Alumnus, right, where they had Gibby Stites and Gorilla Voltage. ABK's not up on there, but like Blaze and Twiztid, they were considered Triple Threat. And then you've got Blaze and Twiztid and ABK as the East Side Ninjas. And then you've got Twiztid and the ROC as House of Crazies. Then you got Blaze and the ROC as Zodiac Imprint. All right, then you've got Boondocks and whatever the fuck Buckshot's doing. And that's like the Underground Avengers. But then you also had Diet Lotus and the Rydas and like this entire Magic Ninja roster was like artificially inflated to make it look like they have all of these different fucking artists, but the Juggalos are really going to be the ones that know that the East Side Ninjas are Twiztid, Blaze, and ABK. That Twiztid is basically East Side, that East Side Ninjas is basically like Triple Threat is basically East Side Ninjas without anybody killer. Boondocks is like doing some other shit. So like, but the funny thing is like Alazul Ilu is still on the fucking artist website, and there's somebody here that's fucking missing. They're like somebody here's fucking missing, but we'll get into that later. But I just find that funny, because like for the longest time, Magic Ninja Entertainment artificially inflated their roster to make it look like they had all of these different artists and stuff when like the last American rock stars only came out with like one or two fucking albums. Gibby Stites was only given one album and then they released him. Yeah, Eminem's roster is inactive for the most part. Also, that's an issue. I mean, yeah, I agree to that because like when was the last time that Blaze came out with a fucking album? Blaze is one of the laziest fucking people on the roster. And oh yeah, and by the way, when you take a look at some of this shit. So, okay, yeah, like, so the Blazy Dead Homie EP, like, they have all of the fucking albums that came out prior to, prior to Magic Ninja, just so that way there's links to their fucking Spotify's. But yeah, so like Blazy Dead Homies EP, One Less G in the Hood, Colton Grunt, like look at the years, look at the time skips, okay? One Less G in the Hood came out in 2001. 2004 was when Colton Grundy came out. 2007, that's when Clockwork Gray came out. It's like every 3 years there was a new fucking Blaze album. Gang Rags came out in 2010, and then we get Gang Rags Reborn in 2014. Which is the stuff that was supposed to fucking come out on Gang Rags, like it was the original fucking Gang Rags, but it was all scrapped because I guess from what I hear, Violent J didn't like it. So like this is all like the scrapped shit of Gang Rags, and then you got the Casket Factory. So from Gang Rags to fucking Casket Factory, that's a 5-year time skip, and then from Casket Factory to Cadaver, that's a fucking 20, that's another 5-year time skip. Graveyard Greats Volume 2. So a B-side fucking album came out 3 years later, and then he also did some other shit with Oh the Horror. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude's like the laziest fucking person on the fucking roster. Has been since fucking Magic, ever since fucking they were a part of Psychopathic. Blaze has been one of the laziest fucking people. Boondocks about the same thing, I think. Let's take a look at Boondocks' shit. Boondocks did pretty well. Like this was probably the biggest time skip between South of Hell and Abaddon, because South of Hell I think came out before, like. Yeah, South of Hell came out, and then he left the label, or they kicked him off the label, and then Abaddon came out while he was off the label, or when they came back on the label, and then after that, he, just like everybody else, ended up fucking moving to Magic Ninja, and then that's when they started pumping shit out. The Murder, Dirty Days of Night, Liquor, Lies, and Legacy, Crimson Crow, So Much Blood, but now it's been 3 years since a new Boondocks album fucking came out. So, like, there's... and they want to try to say that fucking Zool, who, since they fucking left the label, ever since they joined the label, came out with one album every year for 4 years in a row, and then when they realized that they weren't getting fucked over...
by the way, I just want to say, fuck Crazy McKormik. Whack as fuck.
Kyle Driver with that $5 super chat saying, Emily almost ruined my 1 of 50 forever face. From the Gods of Evil Rise pre-order with how bad they shipped. Happy they got to work with Mikey Clark though. Oh yeah. I believe that's what people have been saying is like they get, because this next upcoming album, from what I hear, from Zool is produced by Mikey Clark, which is fucking fresh. Like everybody loves Mikey Clark. Homo, no homo, doesn't fucking matter. Anyways, but like the only reason why they haven't come out with a new album in the last 5 years under fucking Magic Ninja is because like I'm pretty sure have been realizing how badly they're getting fucked by Magic Ninja Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like I totally understand. But let's see, yeah, homie's got more to fucking say.
I knew the whole underground really would be disappointed, so we held that shit back like you attempted to us. Bad business, bitch, we got a couple things to discuss. 2 years, no check, waiting quietly and still. They said their #1 seller a fucking dry cleaning bill.
Like, I don't understand that fucking reference, but I'm sure Jamie and Paul fucking do. You know, you give your best-selling artist a fucking dry cleaning bill. Yeah, holy shit, this song is still playing. I mean, dude, like, this is how I fucking do, because, like I said, with some of the things that they say, there's a lot that you have to unpack, especially if you know the fucking history of Psychopathic with Twiztid and Blaze and Boondocks and all these other people being on the former label, which I do, because that's how I've been. I'm autistic like that, I think. Maybe. I don't fucking know. But still, it's like, I don't know what that fucking meant, the dry cleaning bill line. If somebody can fucking inform me of what the fuck it is that he's talking about, then please let me know. Oh, okay. That, like, so out of that 2 years of them waiting, they basically just got a couple fucking hundos, and that's it. Jesus. Maybe because that's all they could afford, because I know, like, even though there's people like me who don't fucking buy into Magic Ninja bullshit, there's still enough money for them to come in for these guys to fucking make a living. So I can understand when if they finally get a fucking check, and it's only like a couple $100 out of 2 fucking years. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Probably because they got fake blood everywhere. I mean, do they do their shit like Guar? Because that would make sense.
Skinny, fat, sack of shit, and he's so fucking frail. The way of the ninja really means the chicks in the mail. I have to get up on this mic and clarify the situation. David Carradine, dead ninja devastation of the exit wound. Boo-hoo, no more free money. If you can't see the irony, god damn it, it's funny.
Because of everything that we have discussed, that's what makes that line fucking good. If you can't understand the irony, god damn it, it's funny. Like, I ended up saying that too. It's like everything that's going on between Magic Ninja and Alla Zul Elu, specifically Jamie and Paul versus Alla Zul Elu, or maybe it's the other way around. You know, it's kind of funny because, like, the Juggalo community now is kind of upset that mom and stepdad are fighting again. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that's something that Paul said about the Juggalo community when they left Psychopathic, and then the beef started happening in 2017, and Paul was the one who said that the Juggalos are just kind of upset that mom and dad are fighting. Okay? Now you take a look at Alla Zul Elu, because now it's another fucking group that, or even label now, LLE, that can't fucking stand Twiztid now. So mom and stepdad are now fighting. Meanwhile, daddy is in the fucking background giggling up a storm, probably.
Their shit is so copy and paste. Some warped tour wannabes, honestly, what a waste.
I love that line.
Set, bitch, bet your shit is dad rock. So much fucking spam that it gets hit with an ad block. Madrox, this is a midlife crisis. Honestly, you divas really have been left to your devices so long. The whole genre hates you.
That, yeah, and even though this isn't like an actual fucking video, just that look is just like, get fucked. The whole genre hates you. Like, everybody in fucking horrorcore can't stand Twiztid being fucking divas. And that's probably the only reason why they would even try to so much as join the fucking metalcore, deathcore, emo-core, mathcore kind of fucking shit with their fucking, with their horror, horror rap turned fucking dad rock music and everything. You know what I'm saying? Be man fuck. Fucking, like Twiztid has tried so hard to fucking be an emo band that Warped Tour somehow made sense to them. And that's all they really care about as of right now. Like Twiztid, you could see for the longest time, Twiztid has tried so hard to fucking separate themselves from the Juggalo shit. And why, I guess the only thing I can think of is to try to prove Joe wrong when he said, look, whether you like it or not, what we're going through is you're tied into that. You know what I'm saying? Twiztid should go cover Baby Shark. Right? With Jamie's fucking wonderful copy and paste skill set, I'm pretty sure that he'd be able to succeed in doing that.
With an ad block, Madrox. This is a midlife crisis. Honestly, you divas really have been left to your devices so long. The whole genre hates you, but you hate your motherfucking self because somebody else made you. Motionless and white.
Oh, that motionless and white line just fucking reels in that whole thing about being a part of fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like the motionless and white line, I love that reference because that really fucking ties into the whole Warped Tour shit. I love that motionless and white line. Hold on.
Hate your motherfucking self because somebody else made you.
Diva.
Hearing this shit, you'll go motionless and white. You'll claim to be the victim, bitch. That notion isn't right. You got more to lose, but on the wrong side of history. Half your fan base disappeared. It's not a mystery. March your ass back to the corner and pout. You protege, keep our motherfucking name out your mouth. You can spend your golden years embroiled in a beef that you know you'll never win. No mercy and no relief.
Long live evil, fam. That line right there just mic drop, which I can understand Lee Carver fucking mic dropping that shit. Give me a second. I just think that's fucking great. That motionless and white line is another one that sent me. But that fucking line right there, spend your golden years embroiled in a beef you'll never win. Like, if that doesn't fucking say anything, the fact that Jamie and Paul are still trying to outdo Insane Clown Posse, I don't know what fucking does. Now, I would say that I'm enjoying the fuck out of this little beef. I'm enjoying it. Like, seeing all of the shit that's fucking going on, I find that funny as hell. And I also like this meme. It's kind of fucking hilarious. Twizzlers versus X. I don't know who made that, but shout out and props go out to that motherfucker. But going back to this shit, like this, because this is what led to that fucking line. But like all of this shit, like, let's go back to it. Big talk, shitty work ethic, bad decisions, mediocre skill sets, greed, entitlement, and the audacity to act like your failure is someone else's fault. I almost spit out my drink. Hard pass on all that bullshit for me. Keep throwing stones to bust others open. And it's like, dude, fucking hurt people, Jamie, and you're fucking trying to hurt Zool over this? Fuck out of here with that. Now, what's funny, though, is like, we thought this was going to be the end of it, okay? And then, I think within a couple of days, we ended up hearing some more fucking shit. Gmo Skee's in some problems. Just remember, Gmo, if the glove don't fit, you must quit. Bullshit. This motherfucker got into some trouble, and because of that, Twiztid had to fucking make him kick rocks. So MNE is just in a fucking clusterfuck of shit, right? So this is what it says. We here at Magic Ninja Entertainment have parted ways with Jerron Johnson, professionally known as Skee. We have been made aware of an incident involving Mr. Johnson. While we do not have all the details, due to those recent events, we are unable to continue to do any business with him and will not be commentating on anything regarding him or his situation moving forward. Furthermore, everyone here at M&E does not condone or domestic violence or violence against women or violence of any kind of nature against anyone, nor do we knowingly support or conduct business with those who do. Oh, really? Murder, 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 murder. You ever heard of red rum in reverse? Bodies in the hearse? Now your life's gone 'cause we wanted you to die. Time to kiss your ass goodbye. Don't ask why. It was June. It, it was Tuesday, December 24th, 97. Time on the clock, 1:11. Thinking about sending somebody to heaven. Really? You don't condone domestic violence or violence against women or violence of any kind of nature against anyone, nor do we knowingly support or conduct business with those who do. First, I plan my escape. When seen looking dead in the face, you see them about to notice. I can't believe I haven't listened to this in a long time. Yeah, there she go. There the bitch lay. Yeah, palms are sweaty and about to vomit. I take the knife out of my belt and jam it in her stomach again and again, and now she's screaming like I care. But I could give a fuck less. Before she dies, I grab her by her blood-soaked hair. You don't condone domestic violence or violence against women or violence of any kind of nature against anyone, nor do we knowingly support or conduct business with those who do. And like Skee is probably just pissed because he's just like, y'all motherfuckers rap about it and I did this shit and you're mad at me for it? But like I'm not spitting the fucking greatest because it's been a very long time since I've actually heard that fucking song. But that's a pretty good prime example of what the fuck it is that I'm talking about here. Now, I find this incredibly fucking hilarious because when you fucking take a look at the Skee's resume, okay? I'm checking your resume, fam. Okay, I'm checking your resume because I'm going to try to look for your fucking legacy here, Gmo. If you can't tell, I don't like Skee. Okay? Jerron Johnson, age 33, height 5'5", weight 160. Like, he's basically he's basically about the same build as fucking Dark Helmet. Okay, average build, dark complexion. Okay, so booking date, May 24th, 2025. Okay, so the Honey Badger apparently went feral. Okay, because he was arrested on 2 fucking counts. Okay, 1 count of inflicting corporal injury on a spouse, cohabitant, dating relationship, and that's a felony charge, right? And then mayhem, which I forgot to fucking look this up, but there is a fucking thing when it concerns mayhem. I forgot to download the fucking, I knew that there was something that I was that I was missing. So give me a quick second. I'm gonna try to find the footage, or the fucking picture that I was sent. Give me a fucking hot second. Okay. I found what I was looking for. And there was some other shit too. Might as well fucking grab those. Yeah, don't you just love the professionalism of this fucking show? Like everything was going smooth fucking sailing until just now. Okay, So here's the next thing. We'll go back to checking Gmo's resume in a minute. Now, this happened in California, right? In California, Penal Code 203 PC defines the crime of mayhem, which involves unlawfully and maliciously depriving a person of a body part or disabling, disfiguring, or rendering it useless. So if you chop off somebody's fucking pinky or their fucking arm or their leg or something like that, like yeah. So what the fuck? Why the fuck is...
Please hold.
Nope. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, just riddle me this though, Batman. Why in the fuck? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Fuck, I lost my spot. Oh yeah, here we go. Back to the resume. Like, if you chop off somebody's fucking body part or something like that, that's mayhem. Look at that. It even shows the code, 203 PC, mayhem. On a felony charge, right? I don't know if it has to be like full fucking removal or what the fuck, but here's the thing though. This happened in May, 24th of May. This came out this past week, right? So let me ask you, did you just not know what fucking Gmo was doing? Did you not know that your artist was in jail the entire fucking time? And now, because of that type of shit, by the way, he will be fine. It's America. No, it's not, because this is America. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they fucking knew it. And not to mention, I heard from some other sources, I don't know if it's true or not, so I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to spread this shit, but apparently, this type of shit that was happening with his fucking baby mama, like, take a look, like, from what I understand, though, this cut, apparently, this cut wasn't, like, according to what I've heard, this cut wasn't done by Gmo. This was caused by the doctors to fucking fix the larynx that Gmo crushed. And this type of shit, you could take a look over here, you could see these bruises and shit. That's a surgical scar from resetting a broken jaw. Yeah, because Gmo fucking, not only did he fucking, yeah, he broke her fucking jaw. And from what I've heard, this isn't the first time. Apparently, like, this is his baby mama of 11 fucking years or more, and it's been happening for 11 years or more. And because of multiple times, yeah, it's rough seeing that shit. So because of this, there is somebody who ended up creating a GoFundMe. With the permission of the victim, I've been allowed to post this story. I will not be posting locations, etc. for her and her children's safety. The goal is just a random goal. Any helps is grateful. Okay, thank you, Squigelf. On Friday late evening, the victim, mother of 3 girls, was brutally attacked. So yeah, this is his baby mama, and on top of that, she's pregnant now. Okay, so the mother of his 3 children, same fucking bitch, right? I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that disrespectfully, but I'm just saying. It's the same fucking woman who has mothered his 3 children already, and she's pregnant right now. Was brutally attacked by her boyfriend. He continued to punch the victim in the face until not only her jaw broke and tooth, but she blacked out and came to. Well, so did he, apparently. She got the courage to call 911, especially knowing he had a gun near him. She escaped that morning with her 3 young girls and some suitcases packed. He was arrested and currently has a high bail and 2 very serious felony charges. Victim was sent to a different city for facial surgery that has caused her a great deal of pain. She has suffered physical and emotional abuse from this man for almost 11 years. So this possibly isn't the first time that Gmo has been arrested on a domestic violence charge and fucking mayhem. Because if you go back to his resume, the bail here is set at $525,000. And in order to get out, you have to pay 10%. So he had to pay $52,500 of that in order to fucking get out. Yeah, it's ironic that now we have to fucking check his legacy. Now, from what I'm understanding, Gmo confessed to quite a few people. I got blackout drunk and I made a terrible mistake. This happened after he got out of fucking jail. So basically, I've been saying this as a joke because it's also true. Gmo has found his fucking legacy at the bottom of a bottle. I got blackout drunk and I made a terrible mistake. I don't know who he's writing this to. I woke up to this nightmare. Now I'm in a program and classes working on sobriety and trying to heal along with my family. I would never do this in my right mind, never in a million years. I made a tragic mistake and I'm working on myself in the name of accountability and healing for my girls. I did not try to slit my lady's throat. That is a misunderstanding and defamation of my character. Why do you have to say it like that? That is a misunderstanding and defamation of my character. Your character, as you're claiming, is not to be a fucking blackout alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? And yet you, at the night that you broke your baby mama's jaw, you were a blackout alcoholic. That picture is of her surgery, whatever. I did mess up her jaw. I don't even remember the incident. Oh yeah, so there's your accountability, fan. I don't remember. Where have I heard lines like that before? I don't remember trying to rape her. I was blackout drunk when it happened. I remember hearing somebody try to say that shit. I didn't realize that I was trying to feel up this woman. I was drunk. Oh yeah, because being drunk apparently is the end all be all that you can just use it as a fucking excuse. Oh yeah. My dad beat the shit out of my mom when I was 3 years old. He was drunk when he fucking did it. Does that make it better? Does that heal my mother's wounds? No. Leaving his ass and divorcing him did a little bit. And keeping me away from that situation. Yeah. Kettle Black, their name's Twiztid, right? Okay, so back to what I was saying. I just woke up to the police. My lawyer has advised me not to speak about the incident, so I haven't. You have now. All I am allowed to do is push sobriety and try to inspire others to get sober before they make the same mistake I'm accused of making. Dude, motherfucker, Gmo. You literally are not, like, no, dude. What, and this is something that a lot of people have actually been saying. Yeah, you're blaming alcohol for your fucking actions. Oh yeah, I was blackout drunk when it fucking happened. Therefore, I am completely and utterly void of all accountability for the things that I did. But I am going to say that I do have an alcohol problem and I am going to rehab and things are going to be fucking better because I also found Jesus or some fucking shit. And if you go on his fucking shit, ever since he got out, which by the way, he's been silent since July 5th. There is nothing on his Facebook page. There's nothing on his public profile page. He has been silent. And then ever since he got out of jail for this shit, for what he did to his baby mama, all of a sudden, you're starting to see, oh yeah, 31 days sober, and he's got like a fucking, you know that crystal fucking bottle that's supposed to have scotch or whiskey, and he's like pouring water out of it into a cup while he's sitting in a van. He's smiling, showing pictures of him like in a sweater vest and his fucking clear see-through glass frames and shit. He's like, sobriety looks so good on me. And it's like, dude, everything that you're doing is absolutely as see-through, if not more see-through, than those fucking glasses that you're wearing in those pictures. Everybody can tell that you're not doing this because you actually want to quit drinking and make things better for yourself. The only reason why you're doing and better for yourself, for your daughters, for your family, you're not doing that for any other reason other than the fact that you're trying to build a better case for your fucking hearing when you have to go back to jail for beating the shit out of your fucking woman and getting that goddamn mayhem thing. It's not a based thing. It is corny. I agree with Bizarre. This is a corny situation. And how he's fucking doing it is absolutely fucking stupid. He's playing a character. Once they look at his upbringing and his childhood, he's going to get a slap on the wrist with a PPO and have to take bridge classes with. And by the way, like, not to mention, like, like going back to where's his resume? Here's his resume. Going back to the $500,000 bail right here. You don't get $500,000 in a total bail for just 2 felonies. Okay? Even according to this PP, like the 203 boy right here, mayhem is a felony and a conviction can result up to 8 years in prison and fines up to $10,000. Now, here's the thing. Here's one thing. I'm pretty sure, because like the cut on his fucking on his baby mama's neck, I mean, that's from having to go in and reset her jaw and all that other shit. So mayhem's probably going to go away. Mayhem is going to go away. But this next one right here is going to stay. It might possibly get cut down to a misdemeanor. I don't know. I don't know if it can or not. But $500,000 in bail, this isn't the first time that he's done something like this. And so like he's in the wrong for how he fucking did his shit. He's currently in the wrong because with the fact that he's not taking accountability for his actions and saying, I fucked up, he's in the wrong for that in the court of public, the court of public opinion. So, like, we see through the bullshit. The courts are going to see through the bullshit. The best thing that I can say is that this mayhem charge is probably going to drop. But this other one right here is going to stay in some way, shape, or form. Because I wouldn't be surprised if his baby mama didn't press charges. And he's going away. Like, just flat the fuck out. He's going away. And the judge is going to see through this bullshit of him trying to be like, I'm 31 days sober, and no drugs, no alcohol, no weed, and all this other shit. Like, he's going away, okay? There's your fucking legacy, Jaron. There's your fucking legacy, Skee. Okay, I'm pretty sure you should be happy now that you're going to be completely out of the picture in the rap game. You lost your label, you lost your woman, you lost your house, you lost your fucking life because you got blackout drunk and decided to beat your fucking wife. Congratulations. Congratulations, playa. You played yourself. Okay, you absolutely fucking played yourself, Gmo. Now, in the midst of all of that shit, there was another thing that I saw, because somebody ended up pointing out Shaggy 2 Dope ended up fucking having his own opinion on the shit, too.
Juggalo's gonna do a number on Skee after 11 years of him committing DV. Oh, okay, so there we go. There's a Skee thing.
There's a Ouija Mac AI.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah, there
We're
is.
gonna keep that out. So my thoughts on the whole Skee thing. Now, for those of you who don't know who Skee is, he's a rapper that was on Twiztid's label, Magic Ninja Records. And
Magic Ninja
the
Records.
reason why I know who he is because he like thought it'd be cool to make a diss track about Joe back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They got shit up.
Yeah, which fucking backfired tremendously, by the way, because he decided that it was a good idea to try to check Joe Bruce's fucking resume, and now we have a resume for ourselves to fucking check on Skee, you know, because this is now his, the resume is now his legacy, okay? Meme King, by the way, when he was dissing on fucking Skee, one of the things that Skee fucking hated on him for was the fact that he was like, how in the hell are you going to fucking hate on me when I'm just trying to build a legacy? And so since then, I think it was like from 2018 or 2019 onwards, there have been Skee legacy jokes coming from the Meme King on fucking Facebook. And the funny thing is, like, when I covered it years ago, he actually fucking commented on it because I shit on his little check your resume diss. It's like, how the fuck are you going to be an artist after coming out with 8-bit filth, right? Or the Filthy Spirit Bomb, right? So you have like a full-length LP and an EP that came out on Magic Ninja Entertainment. I'm pretty sure that he had some stuff done in the past prior to M&E, but still, he thought it was a good idea to fucking try to check Violent J's resume, and all he did was just talk about sucking dick and being a faggot towards Jay. And that was it, and I made fun of it, and he was just like, I just trolled your whole fucking life, and I'm winning, and blah, blah, blah. I pinned that motherfucker so that way everybody could see that comment coming from Skee firsthand. How's your fucking legacy now, fam? Just putting that out there. You can actually, I think you can still see that check your resume reaction.
For it. But anyhow, so word on the streets is that he beat the shit out of his pregnant girlfriend and like cut her throat or some shit. I don't know exactly what he did. Maybe that's jumping the gun. I don't fucking know what the fuck he did. But yeah, he beat the shit out of her, and I guess he's been beating her ass for a long time. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Then boys claiming broke her jaw, all types of shit.
Yep.
We have the official
Alleged.
Fuck Twiztid.
post from Magic Ninja.
Oh, I don't care about that. But my take on that is yeah, I don't care about that.
I don't care.
That means
Get the fuck out of here.
that's good.
Yeah, no one cares.
So my take on that is I believe he claims that like he's like a alcoholic and drug addict or something like that, and has.
Now, like, let's keep in mind, if there's anybody who knows about being blackout drunk and being an alcoholic and stuff like that, it's Shaggy Tudo. You know what I'm saying?
Been for years, and he was blacked out when this event took place. You know what I mean? So, couple things about that. Being a retired alcoholic myself and retired fucking mega pill popper, you know what I'm saying, which would be drugs. Anyhow, just because you're blacked out drunk doesn't fly. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Number one, if you're using the excuse of being an addict of any kind because you fuck up that bad, not an excuse.
Yep.
And word on the streets is that he's in rehab right now, too. Like, he jumped in rehab after the fact or whatever the fuck. Which makes you look at it like this. Is he jumping into rehab because he really wants to fucking get sober, or is he just trying to look good for court? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times...
Yeah, you're right, Stasher.
They know you're trying to get
California
sober.
loves
They'll be
criminals.
a little bit more lenient if your offense was when you were fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? If you would have... You know, if you're in a car and you're drunk and you kill somebody, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like I hit somebody while I was blackout drunk. I hit somebody with my car and caused their car to fucking wrap around a tree. But hey, I was blackout drunk when it happened, so technically I didn't see it, so it isn't there. You know? Oh, well, if that's the case, son, you're off the hook. Is that what Gmo's expecting? Like, I don't remember beating the ever-living shit out of my wife I was blackout drunk. Like, bro, let me tell you something, all right? I used to live in a pretty bad neighborhood in a duplex, and the guy downstairs was a massive fucking alcoholic. He would drink fucking Steel Reserve until he was blackout drunk, and then he would come upstairs and he would wreck other people's shit. Like, I had a computer desk. It was a very nice, sturdy fucking desk. I just didn't use it in the house because there wasn't any room for it. And he legitimately tore it the fuck apart. One night, I remember coming home from work, and he was sitting on the porch. You could tell he was black the fuck out drunk. And he's like, bro, let me show you something. I redecorated. And he fucking goes up the stairs to my apartment, where I'm living with a bunch of people, and to basically show that he didn't touch any of my stuff, right? Then we go downstairs. He completely and utterly destroyed his entire fucking house. Like, his section of the house. Everything, like, all of the knickknacks were destroyed. Stuff was, like, stabbed through other shit. Even the fridge that was full of food, he tore the freezer door off, pulling that motherfucker down, and completely obliterated the entire goddamn kitchen. His bedroom was messed up. Windows were broken. All types of shit. His family was missing. Everybody else that fucking lived at that house went with the dude's wife and got the fuck out of there. So when I first got home, the first thing that came out of my boy's mouth was, "Where's my wife? Where's my kids?" I don't know, dude. Me and the girl that I was with at the time, we were out driving, delivering his stuff for my job. And he's asking me because I don't know shit about shit. So I was like, oh, dude, I've got another fucking request. I have to go. So me and her dipped out. The first thing I did was I picked up my phone and I called my fucking people that I was living with and asked, what the fuck happened? Marky got blackout drunk again and fucking he got into it with his old lady. And his old lady didn't want to fucking do anything. So, like, he basically fucking shoved her into the corner, whipped his dick out, tried to piss on her to maintain dominance. His babies were fucking crying over the whole fucking thing. And so, like, one of us came downstairs to find out what the hell was going on. And as soon as his attention was turned, she got up and got the fucking hell out of Dodge, grabbed the kids, and left. And then we all fucking left with her. And we're all like, she and all the babies are somewhere else. Me and everybody else in the crew are fucking staying at such and such house. I was like, all right, we'll fucking go over there. Call the fucking cops and let them know what the hell happened. You know what I'm saying? So they fucking called the cops. And it turns out that they needed 5 cops to fucking get this guy in because he was blackout fucking drunk and violent, resisting arrest. They knocked out one of his teeth and all that other shit. And fucking, he woke up in the drunk tank. Didn't remember a goddamn thing except for the fact that he was all knuckled up from getting whipped, his ass whipped by the cops for resisting arrest. And so, like, while he was in jail, we all fucking came to the house and grabbed whatever we could and fucking moved somewhere else. And so, like, that dude, I haven't spoken to him fucking since. And thank God, too, because, like, I don't know if he continued the route that he was going on. I don't even know if he's with his baby mama anymore. I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he's, like, in Detroit. I don't know if he's, like, anywhere. I don't even know if he's still alive. But, like, the fact is like, he just like, he would just get blackout fucking drunk all the time. And I was like, dude, you gotta fucking stop that shit, man. Like, you're a grown-ass man. You're a fucking adult. You know, you can't just be getting blackout drunk all the fucking time. Like, you got things that you got to consider. Like, you got to worry about your fucking family, fam. And he was like, yeah, I know, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, I had a rough life. And I was like, that's no excuse, bro. Like, I had a rough life. And my dad was a violent alcoholic too. So it's like, like I have to stay away from situations like that. And that's that was the realism behind it. Like, he refused to fucking take accountability for his fucking actions, and maybe he has, and I don't know, but I haven't heard from him in forever. And like Gmo now, he's not taking responsibility for his actions. He's not taking himself. He's not being accountable for what he fucking did. Instead, he's trying to find like some solution to get out of fucking jail. And Shaggy can see it too.
Saying that's vehicular homicide, you know what I mean? No fucking slack because you're drunk. And here goes the thing. If you're a blackout drunk, okay, and you're an alcoholic and you're a blackout drunk, chances are you know that you're a blackout drunk. And this cannot be, if he's a blackout drunk and he whipped her ass while he was blacked out, then chances are that's not the first time. Or bad things have happened when you're blacked out drunk. So
Yep.
You're patterned of doing fucked up shit when you're blacked out drunk, including beating the shit out your baby's mama, wife, or whatever the fuck she was. You know what I'm saying? Or girl, whatever. So, that being said, the excuse that you were blacked out drunk really don't fucking fly.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So, whatever, man. I mean, hopefully he'll learn from this. You know what I'm saying? He'll always be a bitch in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? No question for beating his pregnant girl up. Come on, man. I don't give a fuck. There is no fucking tolerance for that shit in my...
And his baby mama is shorter than him. And a little bit more frail than him. And he's a little fucking small fry. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But, so hopefully he does his time. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like a fucking man without being a crybaby. And I really hope they throw the book at his ass. You know what I'm saying? And,
I mean, with the rap sheet that he's got, I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Will actually get him the fucking motivation to get sober. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, if something like that doesn't give you the motivation to get sober, I don't believe nothing will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's as rock bottom as it gets right there, folks.
All right, so, like, another story that I've got, like, my brother beat the shit out of a guy, and he ended up going to prison for 15 fucking years because they beat him half to death, and then the other half caused him to fucking die because of him being passed out from getting his ass beat in the fucking cold, and when the cops found him, he was fucking dead, right? So, my brother, actually, it took him about a month of being constantly fucking blackout drunk and just hating himself for what he did. And he ended up fucking taking the accountability. He turned himself in, and he ended up going to jail for about 15 fucking years. But the thing, though, about that was, like, like, when I went to go visit him one time, I asked him, what happened about that shit. And he was just like, he told me that he started beating the shit out of the guy, but then he stopped himself. And it was the other dude who fucking killed him. And I was like, that doesn't fucking matter, though. Like, you were drinking all night that night, and you fucking beat the shit out of this dude. Because, like, I guess, like, what he said was the guy wanted to do some gay shit. Or something like that. But I don't remember exactly where I was fucking going with this. But, like, the fact is that my brother, like, in a way, he took accountability because if he didn't actually kill the guy, but still fucking ended up, well, no, not necessarily, because it was like, he ended up saying that he won some money, and him and his buddies went out drinking, and there was this dude who fucking, they met, and so, like, he started drinking, like, they were bar hopping and shit, and then one of his boys ends up fucking leaving the pack, and then at some point, this unknown dude tried to fucking coerce my brother and the other dude into doing some gay shit, and they turned him down. He tried to be a little bit more forcible about it, so they beat the shit out of him. I don't know, they were drunk. But they beat the shit out of him, and then the guy was found dead. But, yeah, I think accountability comes with wisdom that they may take a few years to realize. My brother ended up fucking... That's what prison is for, to basically fucking help you understand. If you do naughty things, this is your punishment. And with a fucking resume like Gmo's, You know for a fact that for the last 11 years he's been doing this shit. And I agree with Shaggy on this one. Like, if you know you're fucking a blackout drunk and you do this dumb fucking fuckery shit every time that you're blackout drunk, you are putting yourself in that position to do these things when you're blackout drunk. Just because you're blackout drunk does not necessarily mean that what you're doing is going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's another confession that he had. Let's see. Bro, my bail is fully paid. I'm selling verses to continue to provide for my family while I'm away in rehab for 30 days for alcohol. I consider you a friend. I got blacked out drunk and I made a mistake. I will fix this and I'm not hiding. Bullshit. Like, if you haven't been seeing, Gmo is selling verses, which Jamie at one point tried to sell verses for $500 as well. Nobody wanted his verses. No, a couple people, but it's Jamie Madrox. And if it's like, you're as big a fucking name as Jamie Madrox, by the way, and you're selling verses, that really says something about your fucking career. And the same thing has to go for Gmo Skee, selling verses for also $500. This, like, at the same time that all of this stuff's going on, with a fucking $500,000 in bail that you have to pay off. Yeah, that really says something now, fucking, doesn't it? Let's see, bro, to be, so, like, this dude, Bruce, says, bro, to be honest, man, it's corny as fuck what you did, and to get on here and fake like you did makes me mad, bro. Running and doing shows and selling verses in this scene is corny as fuck. I understand you got a problem, bro, but I really do hope the best for you. But I can't continue to follow you or support what you do. And I'm not going to let any of my homies support you for that. Part of the reason, and then that got skipped. I would never ask you to support a mistake, bro, but I would ask for you to respect my family's privacy and support us on our path to healing. I support your woman's path to healing. I don't support your path to healing because I know it's a fucking scam. Like, it's a sham, dude. You're not healing for yourself. You're not healing for your family. You're healing so that way you can get a better fucking charge. So you can make the judge think that you're trying to improve yourself. And when you get a decreased sentence and you're able to get back out, you're going to go back on the fucking train because you think that you've got the scam right. Alright, so let's see. You know I am not that guy. My family knows I am not that guy. I made a mistake and I am absolutely paying for it. No, dude, I've already pulled his fucking resume. Hell, somebody else already... So I'm pulling the resume that somebody already fucking pulled. This resume has been pulled multiple fucking times. But dude, fucking... Gmo fucking saying, you know I'm not that guy. My family knows I'm not that guy. Really? Does your woman know you're not that guy? Like, I'll be honest with you. It's your fucking bad for having this type of shit happen for the last 11 years, okay? But I will say this. As much as it sucks that his woman is going through the shit that she's going through right now, having to get surgery to repair a broken jaw and everything, how much you want to fucking bet that she's going to go right back to Gmo? How much you want to fucking bet? I guarantee that there is about an 85 to 90% chance that she will go back to Gmo. She has already fucking believed Gmo enough fucking times over the last 11 years. Anytime that something bad has happened to her because of him, she has gone back to him every single time. Is a broken jaw going to be enough for you to understand that maybe Gmo Skee, even though he's your baby daddy, is not the best fucking person in the world, and that you actually deserve better? You actually deserve somebody who's not gonna fucking punch you in the face until you have a fractured jaw and missing teeth while you're pregnant with his kid, his fourth kid. Okay, Skee doesn't care about anybody but himself. And I know that because I know the business. The business is very narcissistic and egotistical. And to prove that point, people are already going to be fucking capitalizing on this shit. When Ouija Mac fucking goes on Facebook and he says, while the rest of the underground is fumbling the bag and fighting domestic violence cases, Psychopathic Chapter 17 going full steam. Up next, Darby O'Trill's next album, Willow. That's how you know that this business is absolutely self-serving and narcissistic. Because they will capitalize on the ops fucking up in order to sell your fucking shit. Oh, damn, dude, she unplugged his GameCube. Well, I mean, doesn't he have a little plug-and-play GameCube? He has one about the size of a fucking keychain. You know, so it's actually around the same time. Now, this I found funny, which, by the way, I am a Darby O'Trill mark, and I'm a fan, and I'm glad that he's been a fan of mine. So there's that camaraderie here. So I'll be looking forward to Willow. And this actually made me think of an idea that I wanted to fucking do, because Willow is the name of the upcoming Darby O'Trill album. So I was thinking to myself, I want to see if I can get him, because I had this deal where I had this NES fucking controller signed. Darby signed this, right? An NES controller. I wonder what other weird shit I could possibly get him to sign. So I want him to sign a DVD of the movie Willow under Mad Mardigan, because I'm never gonna get that fucking DVD signed by Val Kilmer, who played Mad Mardigan, because of reasons. You know what I'm saying? But still, I think that's kind of hilarious. The way that Ouija Mac was able to pull this fucking drama from Magic Ninja and capitalize on it. I think that's hilarious as fuck. Raise your hand if you're happy the government never came for you. I mean, is this good enough, or do I have to fucking put my hand up in the air like Elon Musk? Now, the funny thing, too, is like, okay, Twiztid ends up making that fucking shit about, yeah, I'm going to have to go back to this. So Twiztid ends up fucking saying, you know, they make that message about shit. Here's the Magic Ninja roster, and Skee's no longer a part of it. You go to the discography even. Skee is not anywhere on this. Like, somebody ended up pointing this out. The only thing that Skee is actually on in any of this, like, this entire fucking discography of like, everybody that's ever fucking signed to Magic Ninjas or anything like that. Like, when did 8-Bit Filth come out? 2017? It's not here. This is literally right here. This is the only thing that has anything to do with fucking Skee being on an album cover. And it's right here, which is 2017, when the Year of the Sword album fucking came out. This is when the roster was at its fucking peak. And this was the only thing that has Skee on it. Which I think is absolutely funny. The entire fucking Skee discography is not on here. Nothing. So this is basically Twiztid severing complete ties with Skee all together. And then, you know, so like as of right now, he's basically been fucking blacklisted. So now you've got Twiztid fucking coming out. Like they like this shit happens with so like let's just go down the timeline, okay? Alazul Elu leaves Magic Ninja. Jamie Madrox has sand in his vagina over Zool leaving Magic Ninja. Zool fucking replies and claps back with a fucking diss in a day. Skee gets caught fucking beating his wife a month and a half ago. So Twiztid and Magic Ninja Entertainment completely sever ties from Skee. He is no longer mentioned. He's basically fucking Thanos snapped out of M&E existence. And then moving on to another fucking day of trying to sell you more shit, right? Twiztid, Mayhem Manor, the official graphic novel, which I don't care about. The only reason why I'm posting this out is because, let's be fair here, Skee is the real Mayhem Manor here. Okay? Like, this is the real mayhem. You know, because resume. Blackout drunk sounds a hell of a lot better than catching your old lady with a dick in her mouth. Well, that's probably why he thinks I bet you that's probably what he thought when he was blackout drunk, and that caused him to beat the shit out of her. Which, believe me, is not fucking great. Now, the way I look at it, I think it's kind of funny because Bill Cox fucking, like, Billy Obey fucking puts this out after the whole thing with Twiztid and all of that shit. And he wrote on social media, "I was blackout drunk when I wrote that last track. I would never do that in my right mind, though. I just don't remember writing, recording, or releasing it in just a few hours. The good news is now I've found God. He's gonna help me get my shit together. I've also invested in some nice sweater vests. Hashtag onward and upward." I know Ouija made a reference to it. I just fucking said that in order to fucking plug Darby's Willow. Demon possession, you fuck around with that shit, you find out. But it's so fucking hilarious, dude. But then you've got this meme that popped out too. Twiztid entering the M&E office after sending out their 30th Freak Show post in the last 4 days. And here's Alazul Elu and Skee just fucking setting the whole house on fire. Isn't this not true? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this not fucking true? Like, Twiztid has been pushing this fucking Freak Show retelling so goddamn much. Who hasn't been on a PCP binge and PCP bender and Zelda slashed their bitch before? No shit. I mean, come on. Come on. You know what I'm saying? He actually should assemble a resume due to unemployment. Make that make sense. How do you have a resume when you're constantly unemployed? But yeah, let's just not forget, this is the real Mayhem Manor here. Now, the funny thing about all of this was at the very end of it, and I think this is the way I'm going to end the show. The fact that Violent J's sitting there just watching Magic Ninja fall apart, which I think we all saw this coming. And like, eventually there was going to be something that was going to happen that was going to cause Magic Ninja to fucking fall apart. This is one of the reasons, why I was like, I'm not going to fucking give them my money anymore because they don't deserve my fucking cash. Nobody that is signed to Magic Ninja Entertainment is deserving of my pocket loot. Okay, and then this fucking shit with Jamie crying over Zool leaving, and then Zool fucking posting all of this shit that's fucking going on. Like, I have to reiterate all of this shit, you know? It's like, it's just been a crazy fucking week, you know what I'm saying? And to be totally honest, like, I'm surprised that all of this shit was going down, because, like, I just wanted to have a nice, quiet, possibly respectable fucking episode and not have to do this shit. You know, like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with being able to fucking just having a nice, quiet show where we just talk about the news, and then we react to a couple music videos and try to have it be a little bit more fun. Well, I guess I could say honestly, it's been a very long time since I've had this shit go down, so it has been kind of fun. Dude, it would make more sense for James Garcia, for Young Wicked, for Otis to fuck Gmo's bitch and have it be him being the reason for all of this. It would be the perfect, most epic form of fucking irony for Magic Ninja to fall apart the way that they could. You know what I'm saying? I swallow Zelda's sword and slash my hoe. I also start and end every sentence that I ever speak in the history of ever with the N-word. Skee. I'm telling you that blackout drunk shit is a cover story. Dude, honestly, like, you know what? Let's talk about some shit. Because, like, in all honesty, I really could care less about the fact that Skee is trying to fucking do this sobriety bullshit. I've said it over and over again. I personally think that the blackout drunk shit, he's not taking himself accountable for it. How in the hell are you supposed to heal if you're not taking accountability for your fucking actions? Yeah, calling them gay ass picture sobriety or whatnot. Dude, I've seen this one, like he literally has a t-shirt. No, like he has a picture of himself where he's like, it looks like he's wearing a sweater vest and a ball cap, and he looks like a black Mr. Rogers. Or he's like trying to. You know, like he's trying to look like he's the nice guy when let's face brass tacks, all right? Skee has the same problem that Chuck Reeves has, in that he has less talent than he thinks that he actually has, and he has a very small man Napoleon complex to where he thinks that he's bigger than he actually is. Okay, that's the reality with Skee. And it eats him alive. So he has to overcompensate for the type of shit that he fucking does. And of course he's going to get fucking blackout drunk because he can't stand himself. He's angry at the world because he hates himself. That's the reality when it concerns Skee, as far as I'm concerned. So, so like, it's of course he's gonna fucking get blackout drunk and beat the shit out of his woman to a point where she's got a fucking broken jaw. Not even dislocated, not fractured, fucking broken. You know, Gmo can always get a job being Bill Cosby's mini-me. Yeah, the razzle-dazzle filth, beaver blabber. Yeah, fuck him too. But, like, yeah, I guess that would make sense, though, for him to fucking be Bill Cosby's mini-me vampire clown. You got a good point there. But, like, dude, let me tell you something, okay? I've never been blackout drunk before. I have drank in the past. But I have noticed, while I was drunk, that my attitude and my demeanor and my behavior changes. I was smart enough to decide not to fucking drink again because I don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? If you have to go fucking blackout drunk and you can't even accept the fact that it's a fucking problem, that in and of itself is a fucking problem. And I've thought about this for the longest fucking time. And I don't know exactly how to fucking put it into words, but because of the behavior like what Skee has done, the way that my brother has done shit in the past, and like my former roommate, Marky, who was blackout drunk, and a lot of the ways that other people fucking drink and their attitude fucking changes and shit like that, I have literally felt like to myself, and I've never said this publicly, I've never even said this to anybody, but if you have those behavioral changes and it doesn't cause you to fucking stop drinking, sorry when I say this, but not sorry. I'm better than you. Like I am like that. That's legitimately how I feel about the situation, because I saw that shit in myself, and it caused me to quit drinking. I have not drank alcohol in years, and that's just because of that. I can actually take a look at what Shaggy 2-Dope did, being a blackout alcoholic, and quitting. And most of that was due to the fact that he had liver failure. Yeah, it's so crazy. One minute you're there, the next minute you're waking up asking what happened. Do you really want to live like that? Do you really want to live with missing time like that? Having to constantly ask people what the fuck happened? And did you do something? Being worried about that type of shit and hating yourself for the things that you did, which causes you to drink even more? Alcohol is a downer, and it actually causes you to fucking be in that downward spiral because you hate yourself so fucking much that it causes you to black out. Drink, like getting drunk until you fucking black out, and then you hate yourself for what you did because you can't fucking remember. You know, like, legitimately, like, I literally feel like I'm, like, in this sense, I am better than Skee. I am a better person than Skee because of that shit. Because I saw the problem and I quit. It took him 11 years worth of beating the shit out of his wife in blackout fucking drunkenness to see the light? Are you fucking kidding me? Go on a meth bender and fight shadow people for 3 weeks. I've actually seen somebody fucking do that shit. Not for that length of time, but I've seen that shit happen. I saw a guy fucking arguing with an imaginary dragon one time while I was trying to train him at my old job. But still, it's like, goddamn, dude. Like, sorry, not sorry. But I like Skee, you're less than, as far as I'm concerned. I am up here, okay, and you're at the bottom of the bottle, finding your fucking legacy. You know, I'm sorry, I thought you weren't looking. Right, like that's like, dude, fucking take yourself accountable and think about it, dude. Don't try to fucking go sober because you got caught. Go sober because you realize that what you did was that fucked up. Like, to me, I feel like that he's just blaming everybody but himself, or blaming the situation and not him who's actually the cause of it all. You want to say that you're not that person when, I mean, like, but you are that person. You are that person because being blackout drunk actually fucking causes the things that you're suppressing to fucking come out. You actually need to figure out a way on how to heal. And whatever wounds that Skee has is the shit that he needs to fucking really deep dive into, as much as it's going to hurt. And believe me when I say that healing hurts. Trying to figure out those patterns and trying to figure out all of that shit. And this is free. This is a nickel's worth of free advice for fucking Skee that I'm putting out there. Like, healing is going to hurt, but in the long run, it's going to be better. Trust me, I know. All right, what do we got? Yeah, it's called Being an Adult. Thank you, Black Lipstick Jack. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a cover story. Don't add up. Yeah, dude, the math don't math. All of it comes back to make Jamie and Paul look dumb as fuck. No, that's the Zool shit. As, like, those motherfuckers, like, I totally fucking understand exactly what the fuck they're going through, because we saw it when Jamie and Paul left. We saw it on somebody else's fucking podcast when Jamie and Paul left. There's a reason why there's a fucking segment that is called what it is. Because of the actions that Jamie and Paul fucking put out, and anybody else that's a part of that label that would be that would pontificate any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're lucky, homie, you've never been down in that deep, deep, dark depression. I've been depressed. Trust me, like, there have been times where I've thought about. There have been times. Half the time I'm usually thinking, what the fuck am I thinking? But still never. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on your label and I need bond money. Oh, wrong number. Yeah, that was another thing. That was a speculation that somebody ended up having, is that not only did Magic Ninja actually know that Skee fucking did this shit, because it was George that had to fucking pull him out of jail and pay his fucking bail. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's going to be no Skee whatsoever. The Honey Badger is done as far as I see it. Ignorant. Yeah, I agree to that. It's absolutely fucking ignorant. I mean, and I'm not sorry whatsoever for being able to cover this shit the way that I fucking did. But hey, I was entertained as fuck when I did this shit, and unfortunately, you know, Gmo's going to fucking prison, and he's gonna be holding some motherfucking pockets. Like that. That's the reality I'm seeing because of what he did. Like this motherfucker's got a huge fucking rap sheet as far as in order to get a $500,000 bail, like you have to fucking have one hell of a fucking rap sheet. And so he's gonna be going. He's like I'm hoping that the judge catches this facade. I hope that he ends up going to fucking prison. I hope that he fucking learns this lesson. But he's gonna be holding pockets while he's there. Like he looks very young and supple and sweet, and he's short. So things will happen involving turned out pockets, fam. Like I'm just saying, people are gonna look at him and tell him to hold my pocket. Just the fact that they worked with him for so long is crazy. He was a jackass the whole time. What kind of label are they running? What if Anon has been posting is true and is not looking good for Chapter 17? I don't fucking know. Every artist on their flops. Gorilla Voltage, Larzo the Horror, Gibby, Stites, A.X.E. I don't think A.X.E flopped. Red, Lex the Hexmaster. You've been watching too much TV, homie. Actually, I don't watch TV, dude. Seriously, for like the last month and a half, all I've been watching is fucking Marvel Comics movies. Like, that's all I've been watching. Like, over the last week, I've been watching the fucking X-Men animated series from the 90s. Like, I don't watch fucking Law and Order and all that shit. But, like, that... you haven't been on a PCP bender in the shows, respectfully. Like, on the real, though, like, like that's just what I'm seeing, is, like, that, like, the mayhem charge is probably going to go away because he didn't remove any limbs, but he will probably fucking go to jail for what? Because he doesn't have any fucking protection anymore from Magic Ninja. You know, Daddy George's pockets being deep as the abyss. And the only reason why they fucking cut him out is because Gmo got caught, you know. But like I said, you know, like this isn't the first time that it's happened. You don't get, and on top of that, you don't get a $500,000 bail for your first charge. And the more charges that you've had on your rap sheet, the worse it's gonna fucking get. Trust me. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna fucking happen. And if it doesn't, well, I'm wrong. Let's see. By the time this trial hits, baby mama will stand right by his side. They're not going to separate a family with children. He will get counseling classes, you name all the bullshit hoops, but no time. I mean, you might be right. I mean, I could be wrong. It is California. And as we've been seeing over the last couple of months, California really loves their criminals. You know, I'm just saying. So, like, on one hand, it's a possibility. On the other hand, it's because of that. You know, we're like, wait, you mean to tell me that you beat your baby mama into being blackout, passed out? Okay, you are free to go. You are absolutely free to fucking go. Even in Michigan, I fucking know what you did. I fucking know. Did you hear what my felonies were? No. If you don't have a hammer in your hand, you straight 10 years probation. Very true. All right, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you guys for coming in and watching and participating up in the chat. I appreciate you guys coming in. And the fucking ninjas that decided to drop some coin, Kyle Driver and Unnerving Brain, I give you mad props for helping me out with the channel. I appreciate it. You guys have a good night. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, and I'll be back next week. Have I heard anything about the 6th? Other than the fact that it's called the Knot? No. And hopefully more shit doesn't fucking happen that's like absolutely outrageous to a point where we have to cover it for 3 hours. Because, god damn it, I really wanted to watch some fucking music videos. Because that was what I was originally going to do, and if I didn't have to fucking talk about all of this for 3 hours, well, you know, what have you. But alright, you guys have a good one. I will be back next week. I'll see you guys once again. Deuces. I'm out this bitch.